Do you still have a White Snake cassette? Well, if you do, we got the perfect car for you. We're giving away this 1987 Buick Grand National. And it can be yours. Every dollar you spend at lsnasty.com, Justin Swanch from 69.com will get you automatically entered to win this beast. All right, y'all, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. If you don't know, we are giving away an 87 Buick Grand National. This thing is bad to the bone. lsnasty.com, Justin Swanch from 69.com. Every dollar you spend will get you entered to win this. It comes with the stock Grand National wheels and a set of drag pack RC comps beadlocks. Dude, badass car. Sounds awesome. But as you guys can tell by the title of this video, we're doing a, I guess, kind of recap. We're going to go over what happens inside a 4,000 horsepower Camaro. We just had this at the track. We weren't able to turn it all the way up. To answer a couple questions, does this thing actually make 4,000 horsepower? Yes, it can. People are like, oh, there's no way it'll make 4,000 horsepower. It's pretty simple. It's got a 140 millimeter turbo on it. It's a 570 cubic inch 41X. So it's like a Hemi bottom end with a big block top end. It's all billet, head to toe, front to back. It's got two sets of billet atomizers, 700 injectors. It runs on methanol. It's got like a 32 gallon a minute fuel pump. And when this thing is turned up into the 60s and 70s pounds of boost, it will be generating up to 4,200 horsepower. That's what the turbo is capable of, 4,200. It's got some other goodies on there, like charge pipe injectors to help with additional fueling and to cool the air charge. But this thing right here is as legit as it comes. I know it's hard to comprehend. Like, you could say 4,000 horsepower with the screw-blown Hemi, or if it had twins, everyone would automatically think, oh, you can make 4,000 horsepower with it. But with the 140 millimeter turbo, it's the largest turbo they make. So what we're going to do is we'll pull up the in-car footage of inside here. This is, I know it looks like a mess. We were rescaling the car. We just got done doing some preventative maintenance to it. Ran the valves, changed the fluids, pulled the rear end apart, put some new seals in the rear end, put everything all back together, some fresh RTV, and now we're ready to go racing this weekend. So I hope you guys are excited and enjoy today's video. Don't forget, go to lsnasty.com to get entered to win. All right, y'all, first round. Welcome to the office. Here we go. We're getting ready to get the gloves on and check the belts a few times. There is something I do want to point out, which is a little odd in this car compared to my other ones. We're running two separate CO2 bottles, two separate systems, one for the shifter and parachutes and parachute handle. Another one is just for the CO2 because we're running two different systems. So one I can see, the one I'm grabbing right now, obviously cannot see the gauges, so I'll have one of the crew guys check it. Along with that, mess with the little switches. Those are the arm switches, so you turn the bottle on and then you have to arm it separately. Just try to do something in case you do have a leak somewhere in the system. You can at least have the bottle on and then not arm it, wait till the last minute. So we're getting ready for first round. Second pair down, there is a pair in front of us, so I'm just kind of watching to see, try to get an idea of what's going on up there. If they go out there and spin, I'm just going to kind of be on high alert. But we're getting the car worked out, made some bar changes, been making progress. Going to get ready to fire this sucker up to pull into the water box. One thing that is a little bit different when driving a race car opposed to a normal car is you drive with 2 feet. I'm pretty sure when you drive a normal car, they teach you to drive with 1 foot, but you'll notice left foot stays on the brake, right foot on the gas, and you control everything with the brakes. These cars idle at like 15, 16, 1700 RPM, so when you put them in gear, they want to drive, so it takes a pretty sturdy left foot. So before we rip the burnout, we're going to pause real quick, talk about it. The burnout is questionably the hardest part of driving a turbo car. It's not like a blower car or a nitrous car, which got gobs of power at the press of your big toe. This sucker right here, you got to ride the brake, lay in the gas, modulate the brake, get the tire spinning. What I do is you'll see a left foot brake pretty hard, give it some gas. As soon as the tires crack, I'm off the brake, I shift that sucker to high gear, lean on the brakes, roll into the gas, off the brakes, high gear, and off you go with your big smoky burnout. All right, now it's a serious business. I have to do like 2 or 3 things which can easily be forgotten. Make sure I turn the boost controller on. Make sure I pull my main valve so I have CO2 to dome pressure. The ECU Master's switch panel will blink red if I forget to pull the valve. So if I turn the boost controller on, forget to give it CO2, it'll flash red, so I'll catch that. And then third, most importantly, I got to make sure this bad boy's in first gear. I'm slightly paranoid, slightly. You will see me check everything about 60 times, maybe 70. I'm not leaving in high gear, I can promise you that. All right, all the hard work's done. It's time to go racing. Confirmed we have CO2 pressure. Turn the boost controller on. Confirmed it's in first gear. Now it's time to do our job, cut a good light, drive the car down through there, pull the parachute. This is time where you really got to focus now. So you'll notice the dash on this car is not in the center of the driver. It's offset to the center of the car. So I'll grab the trans brake and I'll look at the dash and I'll just stare at it knowing, hey, it's got to come down off the 3-step. Once it comes down off the 3-step, then I'm like, all right, we're good to bump in. While all of this is going on, I'm a big-time mouth breather, so I leave my visor open, and I close my visor right before I bump in. So you'll see one hand on the wheel, one hand up by the helmet, holding the trans brake to the floor, staring at the dash. As soon as it starts coming down off of the 3-step, I'll close the visor, hand back on the wheel, look up at the tree, bump in, and then it's go time. Whoever I'm driving, don't matter who it is, off with their head. We're about to be on a rip.
Oh my god. Oh, man.